Good Canara. I just want to echo Senator Dooley's concerns about the shooting incidents last night. So I'm from Finglas originally, and I grew up in Finglas. It's a great community. It's not the set of love-hate. It's a real community with real people, and we should be appalled as legislators at the casual manner in which a 21-year-old was shot in a car on Cardiff Bridge Road, and then the killing of a man in Ronanstown in Clondalkin last night. And according to initial reports, 6 to 8 shots were discharged in rapid succession. And as is very often the case with these shootings, you have a person who's high on drugs, polysubstance abuse. They're using a weapon, very often like these Glock automatic pistols. They are weapons that are designed for conventional combat. They have a planning range of between 30 and 50 metres, and they're discharged, in the case of the Ronanstown incident, outside a family home, where you have children, neighbours, people sleeping. It's unacceptable. At the moment, Ireland has a homicide rate, roughly the European average, of about 0.7 per 100,000 people. But that statistic masks an underlying trend which is deeply disturbing. So, for example, in Ireland between 2005 and 2015, 201 Irish citizens were murdered by firearm. In the same period in the UK, which is a population of approaching 80 million people, only 450 were killed by firearms. So homicide by firearm, or gun killings in Ireland, are 5 times the European average. Think about that as legislators. 5 times the European average. And the principal victims are young men with criminal convictions. We did not tolerate that level of gun crime during the Troubles. And I suspect partially because legislators, senators, TDs, judges, senior police officers felt that they might be targets. But because it's happening in our working class communities and because it's happening to young men, we're allowing this situation to get a grip in our communities. According to the United Nations Office on Drugs Crime, 38% of Ireland's homicides are by firearm. And this year, we've had 7 gun killings, 5 of whom are drug-related. But we've also had countless shooting incidents where there have been no fatalities by a miracle. And these communities are being intimidated by these gangs. This is narco-terrorism. These are groups that have links to the Lyra McKee shooting, the shooting of Gardaí up around Dundalk. There is an intimate link between organised crime, drug trafficking, people trafficking, and these type of shootings. And we should not allow them to intimidate good communities and the great people of places like Finglas and Clondalkin. We shouldn't abandon them to this gun rule by force and intimidation. So I'm saying we shouldn't. The answer to this, and I would agree with Timmy Dooley, is not to arm the Gardaí, but the answer is to get the guns out of our communities and get it away from those young people. Increased investment in education, health-led approach to drugs, and so on. So I would hope that sometime in the new year, Canara, that we could get the Minister for Justice to come in, because that is a very sinister problem that really is getting a grip in Ireland, this gun culture and the disproportionate number of homicides by firearm in Ireland. Thank you.